Hey everybody, welcome back to Reach and Reverie. My name is Alex. Thank you for choosing this video to watch this morning. If you're new to this channel, welcome. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoy it. Subscribe so you can see more new and previously uploaded content from this channel. All right, you guys, so the short version on what you missed in the past 2.5 years since I have been consistently creating content. I didn't want to be in a glass house figuring out who I was, getting back on my feet, falling in love, all of this type of stuff I needed to do on my own, and I didn't want to have the pressure or expectations of a crowd behind the camera while I discovered, kind of where I wanted to go moving forward, which is one of the reasons, along with burnout, why I decided to set the camera down and walk away from YouTube for such a long period of time. But the short, very, very condensed version of what you missed. Almost 3 years ago, I got divorced. And then I moved into this rental property. I brought my chickens and my dog and my cat with me. And there, soon after, I wasn't expecting or planning or even looking for somebody. And Josh came into my life, and we had known each other for several years before we decided to start dating. And we have been together for over 2 years now. And he is just like my other half. I mean, we really complement each other really well. Him and his mother own a couple of Airbnbs in a town near us, about an hour-and-a-half away drive. So every other weekend for close to 2 years, we've been going down to visit her property on the weekends to maintain and work on the Airbnbs. So one of the Airbnbs that they have down there, he fixed up. It was kind of like a prefab structure, and that's been renting out really successfully as like a small cabin getaway. In the meantime, since we started dating, he has essentially built and completed a second Airbnb, literally built from the ground up. And when I say that, I mean he like poured the concrete, did the framing, all of the electrical and plumbing, like this man, jack of all trades, completely built this Airbnb. And that has been also doing really well. That one got up and going last February and has been booking and just being just a great little getaway for our area. So we've been working on that quite a bit. A horsefly just landed on me. My love. What is it? What is it? Am I not giving you enough attention? Yes. Okay. I'm gonna record this video. Do you wanna sit with me? You can sit with me. We can. Are you too hot? It's only like 65 degrees out right now. She's a little dramatic. Yes. We're gonna get to you next. Yes, we're gonna talk all about you. So besides that, we've been working our jobs. At my current job, I've been working 80 to 85 hours a pay period. He's working full time, and then after work, he also does contractor type work, like digging ditches for people, cutting people's trees down. I mean, just a couple weeks ago, we cut down a neighbor down the block's tree, and I'm telling you, this tree had like a 35-foot wide spread, and we cut it down. I say he cut it down, and then I helped him split it. We rented a splitter from our local hardware store, and we spent at least probably 15 to 20 hours working on this tree, getting it chopped up into little firewood logs. And so we've been working pretty hard lately. In addition to that, other things that have been going on in the past 2 years, my beautiful borzoi Evie She's gonna be 7 this year, guys. I cannot believe it. She actually gruesomely broke her leg last January. I actually caught it on video because I'm always recording her running in the park whenever we would go, and it was horrible. But essentially we were at the dog park. She was running full speed one direction. Her best friend Dyson, who actually is my ex-husband's dog. I'm still really, really close with my ex-husband's little sister, Jean, and we hang out all the time. She's like an aunt to Eve, and so she's still very much a part of my life even after the divorce. I mean, she is just amazing. And so she had brought Dyson to the dog park, and we were, you know, dogs were playing, Evie running full speed one direction, Dyson was running perpendicular to her and just happened to clip her back legs as he ran by too close. And with her going full speed, Borzois can run close to 40 miles per hour. Just the way that she landed, we think there may have been a gopher hole because there's pocket gophers all in that area, and her leg broke. It was pretty bad. Her bone was sticking out about that far, squirting blood. It was bad. But long story short, January 19th, not a day you forget. And it has been the longest, most expensive, hard process to go through that I think I've ever been through. But when you love your dogs, you know, they are like children to you. You will do anything for them. So she had a metal plate put in. We went through multiple surgeries. Metal plate was eventually removed back in February of this year. And it was rough. I was doing bandage changes with the help of Jean twice a week for over a year. She had really a lot of issues healing because essentially after she broke her leg, all of the skin fell off of her leg. It died back. Skin would not close. It was pretty bad, Evie. You're gonna tell him, huh? Yeah, she's like, I'm gonna look really uncomfortable, so you'd bring me inside. Over the past 18 months was from start to finish. We actually just got cleared from the vet about a week ago for no more vet visits. We've spent about $22,000 on this dog. Gold covered dog right here. But now she doesn't have the plate in her leg. The bone finally healed, and we're just slowly working our endurance back up. We had to cut back and do some exercise restrictions. We thought for a while there we might lose the leg. It's been a roller coaster. Now she's finally cleared to be a dog again. They think that based on her x-ray last week, she should be able to be fully healed within the next 8 months. She had osteopenia, where essentially the bone had reduced and was like spongy looking, and it had reabsorbed because she wasn't using it enough. So long story short with Evie, over the past 18 months of constant bandage changes, multiple surgeries, not being able to figure out why she wasn't healing, which turns out we think it was that she had a bone sequestrium. We did find later on she actually had surgery about a month ago to remove a piece of bone as long as my thumb from her leg that had essentially died back and was preventing her leg from healing. So she's been extremely expensive. High maintenance. I mean, I still carry her up and down the steps. We're up to about 2 blocks of walking a day right now, and we're gonna try to increase about 5 minutes a week until we can get her back up to normal dog activity level, which Evie doesn't really mind. And then last year I also had a medical complication that required surgery, and then after that surgery the emotional healing took longer than, you know, my physical recovery there. But I'm doing great. Josh is doing fantastic. We have just been better than ever. And we have been looking for property because right now I'm renting. You know, Josh owns a fifth wheel, so essentially we've had two places we've been living out of, staying over at his place a couple times a week, staying at my rental a couple times a week. And we really wanted to just settle in and build the life together that we've been dreaming of. So we've been looking for property. It's been a roller coaster, ups and downs, putting offers on properties, sellers backing out. It's been just craziness. And finally, we found the one, you know, we found our property. We are under contract right now. We've gone through the whole process of getting approved for the loan, getting the property appraised, and now we're at the final spot where the title company is getting all the paperwork together, and then all we have to do is schedule closing. So here in the next few weeks, we're gonna be landowners. It is a level ground, it's already fully fenced, and we're gonna build a house. We're gonna have chickens. We plan on having dairy goats. We plan on having meat rabbits, and just, you know, I plan on having a pretty large garden, much larger than this one I'm sitting in right now. And my dream is to be sustainable and try to grow as much of our own food as possible. Obviously, also relying on the community. We are involved in our local farmers market. Over the past year, every other week I've been going and selling gluten-free breads, baked goods, brownies, and also crocheting and sewing things and selling those. I actually started doing the farmers market to help save money for Evie's surgeries and just fell in love with it. And I think that having a big garden where I can also sell produce is just going to be an amazing way to give back to the community from things that we produce on our land. So that's all things that have been going on lately. We're planning on building Josh a big shop so that he can also continue his work, being contracted out to help others in the community. And I just think that big things are coming. So what better time? New beginning, starting up, showing you guys from the start where we're gonna be at. And so this is me coming back, and I just thought, let's bring you guys along. Can go back into my glass house and show you guys what's going on. And I know where we're going, and it's happening. So stay tuned. And I just want to say thank you. Thank you to those, you know, who've continued commenting and liking and watching my videos. I just want to say thank you, and I appreciate you guys. It is something that I needed. Like, I needed to take a break. You know, YouTube is it is something that takes work and it takes intention, and I felt like these past 2.5 years I just needed to unplug and reset. All right, Evie, how are you doing? You want to show him how good you're doing? We are so proud of you. I did take a lot of videos and pictures and updates during your whole process, so maybe we'll share them with you guys. Huh, Evie? So this is the leg that we broke. You can see she's probably never going to grow hair back there, but it took about 1.5 years for that wound to close. And you can see how skinny it is. We had to take out some bone right there. Yes. Yes. And that was a long process, and we were under the guidance of an orthopedic surgeon and our local vet. And Evie, you are just the strongest thing I know, huh? Yeah, you are a fighter. What a good girl. She's like, okay, let's go inside. It's hot. Evie, it's not hot yet. It's still the morning.